Hi YouTube, Nov here again. Today I'm bringing you the deck profile on my CEO Yggdrasil Regalia Genesis deck that I mentioned. I've been testing and playing this deck a lot. I've still not come to my final build. There's a few things that I might change, but I can just do an update on that in the future. So, straight into the deck profile. My starter is Regalia of Prayers Prayangel. She moves back when you ride a Genesis Hover, like most starters nowadays. And when your Vanguard is in Legion, you can put her into the soul at 2 soul charge free and give your Vanguard 5000 power. So she's actually quite crucial when you use Legion for when you go for the game for CEO. I will go over that in a bit. I really like this deck because you hit really high numbers. So I run 4 CEO Yggdrasils, 2 Legion Rare. I like this deck that much. I'm probably gonna either try and get 2 more Legion Rares or 2 SPs just to SP the deck out and stuff, just make it all pretty. But yeah, 2 Legion Rares. So you run 4 Yggdrasil. For those of you who don't know what her effect is, she Legions, which is 4 cards from your drop zone to your deck, with Regalia of Fate Norn. Then the Legion has 20k. Her Legion skill is, when this unit attacks, if this unit is in Legion, you may pay the cost. If you do, until the end of that battle, this unit gets +1 critical, and your opponent can't call grade 1 or greater units from their hand to guard circle. And the cost is Soul Blast 6. Now then, some people may think it's not bad. Glory, there's other cards that have the similar effect and they weren't that broken. But when this card is hitting, I've had this card hit 70,000 plus, literally. And they're not going to have enough grade 0s in their hand or intercepts to guard 70,000 plus. And obviously if you don't do this until they're on at least 4 damage, 3 if you want to try and push that critical and hope to be lucky. But if they're on 4 damage, 70,000 power is game, unless they get a miracle heal. So yeah, I'll put one to the side just to show you how I can get up to 70k with it in this deck a bit later on. For my other grade 3s, I'm running 2 Minerva, because who wouldn't want to run Minerva? She's still a good card. This is your mid-game boss. You use Minerva before you Legion, just because not every game, you're not going to use her every game, but when you do use her, she's going to come in handy. She does put a lot of pressure. She's still a good card, and you want to pressure your opponent up to 4 damage before you use Yggdrasil's effect. She helps a lot. One other card, my last grade 3 is I run 2 Angelica. And basically, they're both SP, by the way. SP. And basically, you want a break ride. If you can, ideally, you want to break ride Yggdrasil, because she puts your Yggdrasil alone at 30,000 power. So I'll put one of them to the side. And basically, she gives you draw. For grade 2s, I run 4 Norn. I would like 2 SP or 2 more Legion Rare ones as well. And basically what Norn does is when she's dropped from the soul, you can select one of your Vanguards for Regalia in its card name, and it gains 5k power. This card is key in any deck that runs Regalia units. And this card is a staple. It is a must-have. And it's really, really, really easy to manipulate her effect. I mean, I can get 6 off it. Like, I can probably get her effect off 6 times in 1 turn. Like, if I've got 3 copies in the soul, you Legion, and then you just basically drop them from the soul through the break ride, and then you put them back in the soul and drop them through Yggdrasil skill. So, I'll put them to a side. Next is this card. Midday Regalia Hammer. I run 4 off. Some people only run 3. Some people, disagree. So don't think this card's that good. They'd rather run Cider and stuff. But this card is so good because I'll go into details why, but basically when she's called to rearguard, you can choose up to 3 of Regalia units from your drop zone and put them into your soul. So she helps, so I'll put one of them to the side because I'll explain her effect later. Oh, the combo of her effect. Next, I run 3 of the Sneak Peek promo, Twilight Regalia Hesperus. What her effect is when she's dropped from the soul, you can select your Vanguard, and one of your Vanguards, and it gets the following ability. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it until the end of the turn. Now this effect does stack. So if you Soul Blast 2, your Vanguard and your Vanguard attack hits, you will retire 2 of their rear guards. She is also really handy with the combo, so I'll put one to the side. Next, for grade 1s, I run 1 perfect guard. I run only 1 perfect guard just because some attacks, sometimes a quintet wall isn't just going to cut it. So the 1 perfect guard is nice. So some people run 2 quintets and 2 perfect guards. I tried it. You don't get this deck build needs the drop zone, so the quintets help. So I only run the 1 perfect guard, which is Witch of Strawberries. So yeah, just the 1 perfect guard, and then I run 3 quintet walls. The Regalia quintet, obviously. Basically, people should know what a quintet wall does by now, so I'm not going to explain their effects. Next, I run 4 of Purification Regalia Pure Angel. This card is also pretty useful for getting high numbers with CEO. Also helps with getting high numbers with any Regalia unit, but yeah. And her effect is, when she's called to rearguard, counterblast 1, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your Vanguards with Regalia in its card name. Until the end of that turn, that unit gets 5,000 power and the following effect. Auto. Soul Blast 3 when this unit attacks hits a Vanguard. You may pay the cost if you do draw a card. Now then, the draw part isn't why you play her. Don't get me wrong, you draw the Soul Blast in 3 to draw a card. Very nice. But you play her for the Counter Blast plus 5,000 power. Because she, helps hit really high numbers. So this, I'll put one of them to the side because this helps get you ridiculous numbers. Next, I run 4 Exorcism Regalia Shiny Angel. 4 of this. Some people don't run 4 of this, some people only run 3, some people actually only run 2, but I find 4 very useful because she is a part of the key to recycling Norns, and you want to recycle your Norns as much as possible. So this just pops them back into the zone. Basically, her effect is when she's called to rearguard, choose up to 3 cards with Regalia in their name. Sorry, I'm quite tired. From your drop zone and put them into your zone. So she will put one of them up to the side, me free. Next, I'm still running Odin Owls. I run 2 Odin Owls. You don't need to run Odin Owls, there's other things you can run. But I personally like running Odin Owls. He's a nice tech. Yeah, it's a 6k and you could run other stuff. You could probably run the 10k attacking attacker instead, but I'd rather run the Odin Owl because he can help pump up Yggdrasil even higher. So I'll put one of them to the side. This deck is all about pumping up Yggdrasil for that on block, just so they can't block it. I run 4 Regalia of Farsight Clear Angel. The 4 of the Regalia crits. 4 of the Battle Maiden Kuryuki Hime crit. Oh, that's not the crit. That's the crit. So 8 crits. Now then, you can run 12 crits, but I don't recommend it because you want to run this draw trigger. Sorry about the unsteadiness there. You run 4 of the draw trigger, the Regalia draw trigger, because when he's called the Guardian Circle, you can soul charge 1. Which soul charging is very nice because not only do you get to draw, you also guarantee yourself a soul charge. Or if you quintet wall him, you guarantee one in the soul, which is why Cider is just not needed. And then obviously you run 4 of the Regalia heal, because, you know, you want to run the Regalia heal because you need the Regalia units in the drop zone, so you run 4 of the heal. Right. Now then, onto the reason how you can get yggdrasil so high. So before you break ride, just say you're at 4 damage, this is your field. Okay? You've got plenty of units, it doesn't matter about the units and that, and your soul is something like, let's say, no, we'll put 2 Norns in the soul for now. 2 Norns, and you know, because you've soul charged quite a bit. No, just an example. So there's your soul. No. So you basically, what you do is, you break ride, 10,000 power to Vanguard, Legion, break ride skill even. You drop 3 from the soul to draw 2 cards, so we'll say we'll drop 2 Norns and this. This alone, this is before your Legion, so now your Vanguard is 31,000. Your Legion, which makes her 40,000. Okay, move to the soul. This helps you get more Norns and stuff into the drop zone, so now she's 45. You call 3 units. 1, 2, 3. Back into the soul. Remember, she's still at 45. You call Ordinal. Ordinal scale, putting grade 3s into the drop zone, into the deck. So we'll say you've got 1 grade 3, so roughly that's 50,000. Cool. Counterblast in. Put in 55,000 onto your Vanguard. Cool. Put in more units into the soul. So you remember she's 55 and you attack. You drop 6 from the soul. You drop 3 Norns. Easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you drop 6 from the soul. So that's 3 Norns you drop. That's an extra 15,000 power. So she was 55. That's 70,000. That's 70,000 before trigger check. 70. She gains 3k for her on effect, putting her on 73. 7k boosting, putting her on 80. They now have to guard an 80k with grade 0s and intercepts alone. That's a plus critical without trigger checks. And I know some people might say it's not easy getting this combo, all these combos and cards together at the right time, but it actually is quite easy, surprising, because you run 4 off pretty much every one of them in the deck. The only one you don't run 4 off is Odin out or the break ride. So the only issue is of getting this combo off, or this basically you run 4 of everything apart from these 3 cards here. Okay, well, but you run 3 of this and you're going to get this in your soul really easy. So the only issue is sometimes you're not always going to get Odin out. So Odin out is just basically, you know, not highly important. The only issue is if you break right. Now then, I could just run up this to 4 and take the Minervas out, but you don't want to do that. Because you don't always need to break ride. You can just Minerva, just soul charge these, because you soul charge a lot, so you could just end up with these in the soul. No break ride, 1 can be in the damage, no break ride, so on. So, yeah, if you don't break ride, you're not going to hit 80, that takes 70 plus thousand as easy, but you're still going to be hitting like 40,000 plus without the break ride. But yeah, this deck, it's so easy. I mean, all you got to do is get this, Norns in the soul, this, or Shiny Angel. So basically, key cards for the deck for hitting really high numbers. You basically want to get them. If you can get those 5 in your hand and just spam Norns and stuff into your soul constantly, you're hitting really high with Yggdrasil. That's all you need. Is that ridiculously high powered is just game. This deck is really, really fun because sometimes it doesn't actually go to plan. You end up soul charging all the your own cards. But 9 out of 10 games I've had with this, it's not let me down. So this deck is ridiculously good, ridiculously fun. And like I said, I'm probably going to either SP out what I can, probably try and get 2 SP Minervas and probably 2 more Legion rare sets, just because I've already got 2. And the value decreased on it quite a lot. But yeah. But yeah, I'm not sure which deck I'm going to build next. I don't know. I'm either going to build Seekers or Blue Flames, I reckon, or I might build Brawlers. I don't know. I don't know. What deck do you guys think I should build next for Vanguard? Obviously for Weiss it's Fairy Tail, and then it's going to be Niskoi. But Vanguard wise, what deck do you guys want to see me build next? Because I have no idea what deck to build. I really don't. And with BT16 coming out soon, and I'm going to be buying a lot of it, to be honest. I'm hoping to just buy it. I'm hoping to buy a case. I don't know. I have to wait and see once I get paid. Yeah, just leave it in a comment below of what deck you'd like to see me build next personally. And then basically, if I feel the decks, I'll pick a deck that you guys comment that I like the look of, that I personally wanted to build anyway, and I'll build it. I'll build it just to show you guys how I'd build it. I'd go out and get the cards and I'd build that deck. Personally though, I'm probably going to build Seekers because I pretty much have in my mind how I want to build that deck. Bluish Flames I may build if depending, but like I wouldn't mind Brawlers. There's a few. Just let me know what deck you guys would like to see next for Vanguard. Fairy Tail is obviously coming for Weiss. I probably won't be buying boxes. I'm probably just going to buy it all in singles because I don't know. I end up with like I've got all that storage there, all that there, and I've got more. And I always end up with too much shit that I don't want to get rid of, that I can't get rid of. So it's just no point buying Weiss boxes. I'll just buy them in singles. Saves me money as well. But yeah, it's like, let me know what Vanguard deck you guys would like to see next. That's all I've got to say really. Leave it in a comment below. If you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe, and I will be announcing a giveaway. The reason why you've seen this map recently in my videos is because this is the map that I will be giving away next. I don't know when. I'll probably do it when I get to 50 subscribers. I will probably give away this map. It's still sealed. But yeah, so yeah, just leave whatever Vanguard deck you reckon I should build next. Leave it in the comments below, and I will probably build it if I get chance. Well, I'll attempt to build it anyway. Thanks for watching YouTube. This has been my Genesis CEO Yggdrasil deck. Bye.